It's memories that I come here to forget.
Of something or a woman?
Monster.
Ready! Background action, come alive, and action.
Production of Hope Springs began in the rainy and cold Vancouver autumn of 2001. It's based on the novel New Cardiff by Charles Webb, who also penned the book The Graduate, on which the acclaimed film is based.
The idea of doing something that had been written by Charles Webb was immediately appealing. And the interesting thing about reading New Cardiff was that this had that same kind of tone and same kind of quirky humour.
Do you want some?
Not this morning, thanks.
Writer-director Mark Herman, who wrote and directed the critically acclaimed films Brassed Off and Little Voice, was eager to take on Charles Webb's clever text.
I thought the novel was so brilliant. And it also felt like a screenplay.
You and Vera must have been really close.
I was on that mailing list.
The book was doing the rounds in London as a galley copy, long before it came out.
A very old friend of mine had found the book as well and sent it to me.
It was one of those glorious coincidences. I made an Importance of Being Earnest with Colin, and we were sitting around on set, and he was talking about this book that he liked very much, and it turned out to be New Cardiff. So I was able to turn to him and say, I own that book. So I was thrilled that he liked it, and so really from that moment on, he was always going to do it.
The role of a young Brit just arrived in the US like a fish out of water seemed perfectly suited for Firth.
I worked hard on creating who this character was, but it was rather elusive.
I'll call you right back, Matt.
And action!
In fact, all of the book's characters seemed tailor-made for this cast.
Each of them recognises a bit of themselves in their characters. There's a part of Heather that would quite like to be a small-town girl. I think she sees a lot of herself in Mandy, and I think similarly with Minnie and Vera, that each of them individually has sort of picked up on their character.
Action!
Certain things in their characters that they've tapped into.
I'm afraid you're going to have to vacate this area.
The swimming pool?
Oh, the entire complex. We've had trouble with your kind before.
What?
It's partly the nature of the script, but it's also some sort of chemistry that happens. I don't know why. Maybe it's that we're all in one hotel.
Ultimately, the upside for Colin Firth was getting to work with his two co-stars.
It's not going to hurt, is it, to be fought over by two beautiful women? And I consider it to be the antidote to Bridget Jones, where I had to fight another rival Englishman for the heart of the girl. And then the number of films that I've done over the last 10 years where I've actually lost a girl to somebody whose last name is Fiennes, actually. And this time, I think, was payback time.
Oh, God.